Sports and athletics in the NCAA draw in around $11 billion every year for the organization. Its coaches and administrators make staggering amounts of money. Being a college student athlete is a full-time job, bouncing between the weight room, the court and field, classes, and film sessions. College athletics are extracurricular activities, but the schedules of the NCAA tournaments require an extended period in which the student athletes must miss school. Not only do they miss class, but they are absent for nationally televised games that make a lot of money and receive millions of viewers. According to a 2011 NCAA survey, many students average 30 hours of practice a week, while some spend over 40. When you combine that amount of time with the time spent in classes and the time spent doing homework, it's practically impossible for them to find time to work a part-time job to earn some spending money. How much free time do you have?
Not very much.
What do you do in your free time?
Study and sleep.
Do you have a job or are you in a club?
I'm in Women in Business Council and I don't have a job.
Have you ever played a sport?
Yes.
Do you think student athletes should get paid? Why or why not?
I don't necessarily think that student athletes should get paid, but I think that they should get compensated for their time better through scholarships and more money towards our tuition or something like that, because not very many student athletes actually have scholarships.
How much free time do you have?
0 free time.
What do you do in your free time if you had any in the off season?
Work out, get ready for the upcoming season, catch up on schoolwork, and like spend time with my family.
Do you think student athletes should get paid?
Yes, we should get paid
Why?
because we work hard all our time. All our time we have off, we can't do nothing with it. We can't work a job. We can't make our own money. We can't do stuff like what regular students do, and having money in our pocket is very important.
Thank you.
How much free time do you usually have?
Outside of my job, I probably have a few hours a day, probably like 3 to 4 hours a day, I would say.
What do you do in your free time?
Oh, I usually just relax and watch TV and hang out with my friends, read a book.
Have you ever played a sport?
Yes.
Do you think student athletes should get paid? Why or why not?
I do not think that student athletes should necessarily be paid by the university, but I do think that they should be able to use their own likeness to profit off of.
Should student athletes get paid? It's a huge question that's going around every day now on social media and television. I think it's a fair question in that my answer is they should get paid. And here's why. And it's not just in books and scholarship form. I think they should get paid not only in cost of attendance form, because that is pennies compared to what the NCAA makes in its men's basketball championship alone. The television packages that are put together by the NCAA brings in billions of dollars, and those dollars are going somewhere. And I think it should go to the players who are providing that, and that's all players, not just who's generating the money.
How much free time do you generally have?
Between work and school, probably a few hours a day, 3 hours a day.
Okay, what do you do in your free time?
I'll go to the gym and then I'll watch TV.
You kind of answered this already, but do you have a job or are you in a club?
I do have a job. I'm an academic tutor at the Doty.
Nice. Have you ever played a sport?
Yeah, played soccer in high school.
Do you think student athletes should get paid? Why or why not?
I think they should get paid just because certain student athletes generate enough revenue that I think it's just warranted, especially because oftentimes they are taken advantage of by institutions.
How much free time do you have?
Maybe 1 or 2 hours each day.
What do you do in your free time?
Sleep.
Do you have a job or are you in a club?
Neither.
Have you ever played a sport?
Yes.
Do you think student athletes should get paid? Why or why not?
Yes, because 1, I have no time to get a full-time job or any type of job at all, so my mom pays for literally everything in my life and it's embarrassing. And 2, because I forget the second reason, but basically, yeah, it's just corrupt. They get a lot of, the NCAA gets like a lot of money, and it's because of the work that we do as athletes, and it's really nothing that they do, so yeah.
Big companies are profiting off of branding college athletes, namely asking them to wear brand apparel during games without paying them to do so. Not only are they promoting companies and making money for the NCAA and their schools, athletes are getting no credit for it. Nick Saban, who is the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide football team, made $11 million this past football season. And defensive coordinator Jeremy Pruitt and offensive coordinator Brian DeBall were both paid over $1 million. How is it okay for players to not get paid at all when coaches and companies are being paid so much money for the athletes' hard work?